So guys, to prepare my guava cheese, I have taken 2 guavas. Well, basically this is for a small portion, and well, I will now proceed to cook this in the cooker for about 2 whistles. So I have already put some water in the cooker. So cut the top and the bottom part. So whatever spices I'm going to add in this will get infused with the guava, not overpowering it. Then I'll be adding some whole spices, just 1 cardamom, a small piece of cinnamon, 1 clove and 1 pepper. As I said before, I don't want to overpower the actual taste of the guava, so I'm just adding a little touch of spices which will get infused with the guava but not completely overpower the taste of the guava. I will add this in the cooker, and now I'll proceed to cover this and give it 2 whistles until it's soft. So guys, the guava is now cooked, and I checked it with a knife. It's going easily through the guavas, and now I proceed to remove off the skin and then the seeds, and then I'll proceed to grind. We'll gently just peel off the skin and do this while it's warm only, so it won't turn hard and it will not be difficult to remove the pulp. So guys, I have now peeled the guavas. Now I proceed to cut them. Let's slice it. So as you can see, the seeds are at the between part. Now I'll proceed to remove the between part. That's mainly the seeds, but I'll try to sieve this. So basically there is a lot of pectin around the seeds, and you don't want to miss out on that, because that gives you the jelly like consistency for your guava cheese. So please don't waste this. I will remove this in a separate bowl, and when I finish sieving through the pulp, I will sieve this at the end. I'll put this in a bowl separately. So guys, now I proceed to put the guava in the jar to grind it to a fine paste. So basically I won't be using the seeds because we don't want the seeds to be ground along with the guava for the pulp. So therefore I'll be sieving the seeds separately so that the seeds are whole, and the pulp or the pectin which is around the seeds, we can extract that as well. Now I'll add a little bit of water and grind it into a very fine paste. I have now ground the guava into a very fine paste, and this is how it looks like. And now I'll proceed to sieve this through a colander. So now I'll proceed to add the pulp over here. So this is to ensure that we really have a nice and smooth paste, and there is no seeds or any other things in the guava cheese. So this is how it's coming out, and this is what the consistency should be like. So guys, as you can see, I've filtered the seeds, and as you can see, we have the pulp down as we wanted it to be. And now I proceed to do the same with the seeds. So I will just add the seeds in this, which I had taken out separately, and I'll just press it through the sieve, just roughly, so I actually get the pulp and the seeds remain on top. As you can see, the guava residue is here on top, and this is what it should look like. And as you can see below, the pulp is nice, and this should yield me about 1 cup almost. And now let's proceed to the next. So guys, I have taken a heavy bottom non-stick pan. It's really hollow, and this is what we need to make the guava cheese, because it has a tendency of spluttering. As the quantity reduces, it starts to splutter. So to avoid that, it's better to use a hollow heavy bottom pan. So now I proceed to add 1 cup of sugar. So the ratio is, if you have 1 cup of guava pulp, you will be adding 1 cup of sugar. I'll add this to the pan. Now I proceed to melt the sugar completely. The sugar is now almost melted, and now I'll proceed to add in the guava pulp. I'll mix this well. So guys, keep on stirring this well so that it doesn't stick to the bottom until it is reduced to half. The mixture is reduced to half its amount. Well, now I'll proceed to add in some gelatin. This is optional, but if you want your guava cheese to be a little fluffy and nice like a jelly, you can add this. Mix it well. Then I'll be adding half a lime. Stir it well. About 2 pinches of salt. Some ghee. And then color as per your choice. And now I'll stir this well. Keep stirring until the mixture doesn't need the sides of the pan. You can see the mixture thickening. So guys, as you can see, it's not sticking to the sides. This is how it should be, the consistency. And now I'll proceed to remove it off heat and pour it in a greased pan. Now I'll proceed to spread it out evenly. So the quantity, you can double up the number of guavas and all as per your choice, as per the quantity you require. Because I require a very small quantity, so I just made of 2 guavas. You can make it of more as well. So guys, this is done, and now I'll proceed to let it cool down for at least minimum 4 hours at room temperature before cutting them into slices. So guys, the mixture has completely cooled down, and now I'll proceed to slice them into squares or diamonds as you like it. This is the moment of truth. Let's find out how it turned out. I'll be cutting them into squares. I'll just slice it up. So guys, this is how the perad has turned, and this is how it looks like. Can't wait to just bite into it and enjoy. So I hope you'll enjoy watching the video, guys. Please do like and subscribe to our channel. You can also follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter and show us your love. So I'll see you next time, guys.